The start of a new server, and as with each server, a whole set of stories come along with it. I'm about to tell you a story about the Great Axolotl War. The start of the server was very peaceful. Everyone got along and new bases started popping up everywhere like little mushrooms. Far from a spawn, a village was claimed by the corporation called Wayne Enterprise. The villagers got enslaved for their uses, and one of those was enchanting books. There was one person who decided to dabble in these villagers, and his name was the Flipping Fish, also known as Victor. The night it all started, several of us were in a Discord call. Victor spent ages trying to get an efficiency 5 villager. It took so long that the crazy started to kick in after a few hours. Victor made several bingo cards with suggestions from the rest of us and started crossing them off if he saw a villager trading it, all the while bingo music playing in the background. Still, he did not succeed. However, another person on the server got busy with villagers as well and got an efficiency 5 villager on their first try. This person was called Bitter Tangerines, also known as Ava. Around the same time, Ava also started a search for one of the rarest mobs in the game, the blue axolotl. She did this in the breeding program called IABT. She was once again very lucky and found a blue variant. She mockingly named the first blue axolotl Efficiency 5 after the villager that Victor had spent hours trying to get, and Ava got on the first try. After hearing this devastating news, Victor built a statue in Ava's base to remember all the axolotls that had lost their life during Ava's search for the blue variant. A spark of a war was brewing, but it needed something more. From the shadows a third person appeared, Happy Tree, also known as Sanne. They had been following this war from the sidelines and decided to join in, as they did an attack on both sides. For Ava, they left an ominous warning in the axolotl breeding facility, and for Victor, they left an axolotl hanging above a pit of lava. Victor, of course, outright blamed Ava and kidnapped Ferrum, the axolotl mascot of the iron farm. The search for this axolotl caused the death of Ava's horse. Ava was angry about the death of her horse and kidnapped Wingman, Victor's axolotl mascot, in return, only to put him in an obsidian box in the middle of an ocean monument. Damn. After Ava denying her involvement in the hanging of the axolotl, Victor began to suspect a third person. After proving his theory by tricking Sanne, he confronted them at their base. Sanne didn't deny the accusations and fled the scene. Victor managed to kill Sanne several times before he decided it was enough. However, in the fight, one of Victor's arrows had killed Sandy, Sanne's bee. With Victor killing Sandy, Sanne had decided to join sides with Ava, and with that, the war had been fully opened. The first attack, initiated by Ava and Sanne, called in the help of the late Sandy's relatives. Sandy's family was glad to help, and soon the whole hive was ready to fight. Ava and Sanne led the whole hive towards Victor's base and filled it in its entirety. Each bee was given a unique name with a bee pun in there. A few examples were IABT, the Beatles, Beeble, etc. There were so many bees in Victor's base that the lag was unbelievable. I'm so sorry about that. Unfortunately, all bees were slaughtered, surprisingly by a fourth person named Rosalie. However, this was only revealed after the war had ended, and in that time Victor had already taken the blame. Although he's not totally innocent and still admitted to killing all the bees that were left. On top of murdering bees, Victor went to Sanne's base to place an iron golem there and mockingly said that they should use those to practice their PvP skills. But he decided that was not enough and did the most disgusting, disrespectful thing. He pissed on Sandy's grave and showed absolutely no remorse about it. After hearing about this total bee slaughter and the disrespectful act towards Sandy, Eva and Sanne had to come up with a new plan. They decided that if Victor liked to kill things so bad, they would give him something that would fight back. They managed to plant 3 wardens called the Hive Guards in Victor's base. These managed to fill Victor with so much despair. Rosalie had managed to kill the first warden, but decided against killing more. Victor had to swallow his pride and ask his enemies for help. Sanne gracefully agreed and killed the second warden. After the third warden got stuck, Victor was finally free from them. In retaliation, however, Victor summoned the evil Axolotl with his last bit of power. The evil Axolotl was built out of obsidian and inside sat an ancient elder guardian. The evil Axolotl sat by Sanne's base, but Sanne managed to take it down and lock it up for good. With the evil Axolotl locked away, Victor decided that he had to leave everything behind, give up his old ways and start a new life somewhere. He erected a statue in honor of wingmen who died during the war, not by the hands of either party. But Eva and Sanne were not done yet. As a final act of retaliation for the evil Axolotl, they placed evokers in Victor's new base. After defeating these enemies, Victor decided that he wanted to make peace. Eva and Sanne both agreed, and so the war came to an end, and the server was finally back to its peaceful days. Well, at least for now.